right, counsels, I've made a clarification to the order of contempt. Mr. Steele, I am going to hold you still hold you in summary criminal contempt pursuant to OCGA 15-1-3, subpart 3, for your failure to comply with my earlier order today. I'm going to order that you be taken into custody, incarcerated at the Fulton County Jail for no more than 20 days for this contempt. Those 20 days consisting of every weekend for the next 10 weekends. And you'll be reporting to 901 Wright Street Northwest, Atlanta, Georgia, 30318 at 7 p.m. on Fridays. You'll be released on 7 p.m. on Sundays. And it's to commence this Friday, June the 14th at 7 p.m. and not to end until Sunday, August the 18th at 2024, 7 p.m., subject to further order of this court.
In this week's episode of the Hip Hopper of Atlanta, Fannie Willis's prosecutors had a secret meeting with the judge and a star witness in the Young Thug trial. Young Thug's defense attorney found out about it and exposed the secret meeting in court. That's when the judge started grilling him and pressing the attorney, Brian Steele, to reveal who told him that information. Citing attorney-client privilege, he refused to reveal his source about that secret meeting that the judge was not supposed to be having alone with only the witness and the prosecutors. So the judge held the attorney in contempt of court and ordered him to spend 10 weekends in jail. The attorney was ready to go to jail. He just requested to share a jail cell with his client to at least make better use of his time and prepare for trial while in jail. Talk about dedication. All I know is yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yesterday's price is not today's price. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
It's definitely up for the attorney and the rest of the YSL legal team. We're going to get into this hot ghetto mess and this corrupt judge down to the courthouse in Atlanta. But first, take a second to make sure you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates.
The way I understand my constitutional obligations, pursuant to the 6th and 14th Amendments of the United States Constitution, the corresponding sections of the Georgia Constitution, I'm required to make a full and complete statement to the court. For the record, and if God forbid this goes up on appeal for the appellate courts or another tribunal, commission, or administrative body, I was told, based upon information and belief, that when we arrived at 8:30, 9 o'clock today, we did not come into your courtroom until almost 11:30. And what I found out just recently, this is not waived, is that supposedly in chambers, this honorable court reporter at times, honorable court at times, district attorney or district attorneys from the DA's office, as well as investigators, sheriff deputies, Mr. Copeland and his counsel met together. None of the defense team, to my knowledge, was aware that this was going on. It was told, based upon information belief, that it was told to the district attorneys that Mr. Copeland intended to plead the Fifth Amendment. Then I was told, based upon information belief, that Adrian Love, the lawyer for Mr. Copeland, and this court were together, and Ms. Love made representations that John Melnick supposedly spoke with some attorneys for the accused and wrote an email to Ms. Love, to Adrian Love, stating that Mr. Melnick does not represent the witness, and that Mr. Melnick wrote an email saying F you, and then somehow that email was CC'd to me. That never...
Mr. Steele, can I interrupt you for just a second? I'm kind of disturbed because that's ex parte. All that was an ex parte conversation. How did you find out about any of that?
Well, I'm disturbed too, and the reason
I'm asking you a question. How did you find out about it?
So the judge didn't say it was a lie. That's all I wanted to know. Judge, did he tell a lie? Or are you mad because you're being exposed by the truth?
I'm going to ask you the question.
Okay.
Scuttle, if you look at SCUDDER versus State, which is 298 Georgia, 438, it's Division 2, 782 Southeast 2D 638, 2016. Our highest court says when a court meets, because Mr. Copeland comes in, meets with the court supposedly made statements, which I assume is somehow accurate based upon what you just said, we're entitled, Mr. Williams and every other person wrongly charged here is entitled under the Georgia Constitution to be present. That's a critical stage.
It's just like when you meet with me, and you and Mr. Adams meet with me, and others have met with me. It's those are ex parte for a lot of different other reasons, but I will certainly note that for purposes of the record.
Well, I'm going forward. What I was told was that Mr. Copeland said,
and you haven't answered my question yet.
I'm not going to answer that question.
You're not?
No, I will not answer that question.
Why will you not answer that question?
Because I want to make sure that what I say is accurate, and I'm not trying to
No.
anybody else.
I'm asking you, how did you get this information?
I'm not telling the court. What I'm saying is based upon information.
Okay, well, listen, if you don't tell me how you got this information, then you and I are going to have some problems.
We can have I have problems right now.
Okay, I know. Look, I don't want to know about your problems. Okay, at this point in time, all I'm asking you at this point in time is, how did you come upon this information?
He's asking over and over. The judge want to know who snitched on him.
Look, if the case gets reviewed, the record's going to be available for our appellate court and for whatever reason. But it's disturbing that somehow you have surreptitiously gotten information in regards to the court's private ex parte conversation with a party. I mean,
a witness who was sworn in Friday. The court's telling, this is what I was told. If this is not true, not true. This court handed Mr. Copeland.
Tell me how you got the information.
Listen, whatever you want to do.
Tell me how you got the information, then we can go ahead and go forward.
I'm not going to say that. What I'm going to say is this. I was told, and I hope this concerns the court.
It concerns me that you have proprietary information.
Why is it
Or
proprietary?
information that you should not be having that was ex parte.
Why?
With a party.
Why?
State of Georgia.
How about the witness? How about Mr. Copeland, who supposedly announced he's not testifying and he'll sit for 2 years, and then supposedly this honorable court, or excuse me, let me rephrase that. This court supposedly said, I can hold you until the end of this trial. Ms. Hilton supposedly said, actually, all of the defendants and then all 26 people are disposed of. If that's true, what this is coercion, witness intimidation, ex parte communications that we have a constitutional right to be present for. So I understand that you're upset towards me, but I don't know what I did.
Mr. Steele, I still want to know, how did you come upon this information?
No, Judge, I want to know, why are you and the prosecutors attempting to intimidate a witness?
Who told you?
What I want to know is, why wasn't I there? Why,
sir, I'm going to hold you in contempt if you don't tell me who tell me who this information was
from. I
come
don't want to be
from.
held in contempt.
Well,
I'm not answering that question. That's attorney-client privilege information. I am not answering
attorney-client privilege. Unless you were in my chambers, that's the only way you can figure out.
I
tell you what, I'm going to give you 5 minutes. If you don't tell me if you don't tell me who it is, I'm going to put you. I'm going to put you in contempt because that is not attorney-client privilege.
Attorney work product privilege. I am not.
How did you get that information supposedly from my chambers? Did somebody tell you?
I'm not. You should have told me.
You got 5 minutes.
Well, I don't need it. I want to continue.
You got 5 minutes?
This is what I was told. Mr. Copeland made statements that he admitted to killing Donovan Thomas and was. Don't take my notes. No.
The ghetto! Everybody's watching this, by the way. The judge got caught up. And no doubt about it, I believe that he's colluding with Fannie Willis. He's working in cahoots with the DA to intimidate a witness. He got exposed. And because the attorney wouldn't snitch on the person who snitched on the judge, side note, this is all crazy. But anyway, because the attorney would not tell the judge who told him about the secret meeting, the judge threatened to hold him in contempt of court.
You all are really getting yourselves cross purposes at this point in time. Sir, I'm telling you, you are at this point in time. You made some things out of nothing. I think that you're on very precarious ground at this point in time. So I'm telling you at this point in time, he's in custody. We're going to go ahead and start. You can represent Mr. Williams. That's okay. That's fine. I'll take up the other stuff as needed, but I'm not going to take it up right now. Say again?
Respectfully, I will not. I cannot.
Sir, you have to. Well, you're gonna have to do the best you can at this point in time, because you don't get to extort the court. That's what you're attempting to do at this point in time, sir. Yes, you are. What you're trying to do is, I'm not going forward if I don't get this. You know, it doesn't work that way, Mr. Adams. And I'm telling you at this point in time, I would just kind of Govern yourself accordingly.
Now, another YSL lawyer on the team is telling the judge he can't move forward without the other attorney being there.
Sir, I'm telling you, as the court, under these particular circumstances, everything will come out as it should. I don't think, sir, I don't have enough information at this point in time to address it. I don't. But I'm telling you at this point in time, there is nothing that was given, said, whatever, this morning that.
If there is any accuracy to some of the information that we are.
But sir, I don't even know. Your co-counsel won't even tell me who said whatever. Okay. And the challenge I'm having in this particular circumstance is that is such a violation of the sacrosanctness of the court's chambers and an ex parte conversation. You're just glossing over that. You're glossing over that in its entirety. No, it's not, sir. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. I'm just telling you, that's not what happened.
Judge, respectfully, we are not obligated to simply accept that there's been no violation. We believe that there has been, and the only.
Okay, well then you've made.
These attorneys, though, they're fighting like crazy for Young Thug. They're not playing.
No, we're not doing that at this point in time. So you'll have a choice to make. All right, take Mr. Steele into custody, please.
The judge is like, I don't care what y'all talking about. Take the attorney to the Fulton County Jail right now. Look how Young Thug is sitting there. This is definitely more outrageous than any of those crazy kitchen table debates that he used to have with T.I. and Shekinah crazy self.
Nah, see, I don't fall murder to a goddamn thing.
Guess what I'm doing better than you, though. Guess what I'm doing better than you. No, guess
You
what
ain't doing the goddamn time.
Just listen.
You out here. That's it.
Listen.
I'ma let you
Guess
know
what I'm doing better than you.
Nothing.
I'm building my foundation.
And me too, mother.
You did?
You ain't even going through them.
Hey!
Since I've been in my foundation, I'm building it for generations.
No, I ain't somebody. I'm trying your relationship foundation.
Relationship, I want the money.
The judge is obviously Shekinah, just being ridiculous right now.
All right, take Mr. Steele into custody, please.
Your Honor, would the court afford me one moment to confer with counsel regarding the appropriate remedy in this type of situation?
Okay, all right.
May I say one thing, Your Honor?
Yes, sir, you certainly may.
Mr. Williams does not wish to go forward without me being here. You are removing me against his will, my will. You're taking away his right to counsel. And you're conducting material parts of this trial without me present, and I can't learn about it by watching online. So for that reason, additionally, I ask for a mistrial. And I assume you deny, but I'd like you to deny our motions for mistrial. You denied the other people.
I've denied your motion, but I'll certainly take that under advisement, sir. We're going to be in recess for the next 5 minutes.
This is absolutely crazy. Love and Hip Hop could never write a script as entertaining as this, and I'm sure 50 Cent is somewhere trying to recreate this for one of his shows. Another YSL lawyer sent to jail.
Explosive day in the YSL racketeering trial at the Fulton County Courthouse. In the past 2 hours, the presiding judge held Young Thug's attorney Brian Steele in contempt. Cameras were rolling as attorney Steele removed his jacket and got placed in custody. Shortly after lunch, Steele approached the bench where he told Chief Superior Court Judge Earl Glanville that he learned about a conversation between the judge, prosecutors, and witnesses, and Kenneth Copeland. When the judge asked him how he learned about the conversation, Steele refused to answer. Before storming out of the courtroom, The judge told Steele he had 5 minutes to change his mind or be held in contempt. When the judge returned, Steele once again refused to reveal how he learned about what was discussed in the judge's private chambers.
Sir, you're straying off the issue.
I'm not.
The issue is, how did you get this information?
I understand. Judge, listen. Listen, I'll do whatever you want.
Before Steele left the courtroom, several other defense attorneys demanded a mistrial. Judge Glanville denied all of those motions. In the past half hour, Judge Glanville has allowed Steele to return to the courthouse, but the judge has given him a 5 p.m. deadline to reveal his source, or he will remain in custody.
After the judge detained Brian Steele, he gave him till the end of the day to come and reveal who gave him the information. The attorney did not comply with that, so he told him he had to spend 20 days in jail. That will be 10 weekends from Friday to Sunday, meaning he was ordered to spend his first weekend in jail, Father's Day weekend. Right away, he got another attorney to handle his appeal, and the attorney's legal counsel happened to be his own wife. She's a lawyer too. And you know, finding an attorney for him at the last minute wasn't that hard. Not only is his wife an attorney, but their daughter is also an attorney. They appealed the order, and the Georgia Supreme Court granted bond for Brian Steele. So he will not have to share a jail cell with his client this Friday. He will be allowed to remain free while fighting his appeal. All of this is just more embarrassment for the Fulton County DA's office, the Fulton County court system. Fani Willis, she took on these high-profile cases and went around throwing out RICO charges. This case is very sloppy. On top of that, the corrupt judge is refusing to recuse himself from the trial. Common sense will tell him, you know what, I need to get away from this, when he's making himself look like a fool. But no, these corrupt people in Fulton County, they are very stubborn. Yeah, we obviously know why he didn't recuse himself. He should have definitely done that. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Let me know what you think about all of this below. Shout out to everybody supporting the channel. Baha, Jason, Kids Are Relevant Too, and our brother Dark Power. Don't forget that you can support this channel as well. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to like and share.